Okay, Hobbit Battle of Five Armies. Sorry this took so long to get up, I've been busy with other stuff. I'm going to keep this relatively short for a couple reasons. One, I'm pretty much in the same boat as most people about these movies. So, again, like, most of the stuff I'm saying everyone's already said. And also, I have a written review, so if you want more in-depth, just go right ahead. So real quick, I'm just going to sum up what I think of the other Middle-earth movies. Love Lord of the Rings. Enjoyed the first Hobbit. I thought it could have been shortened in places, but felt like it overall was a good movie. Second one I didn't like. I felt like it just added way too much running around, not enough Bilbo. But yeah, didn't need to be three movies, and this one just absolutely confirms that it needed to be two movies because I didn't like it. This whole story just feels like one giant ending, and it's just drawn out to excessive stuff. There's so many scenes here that you add little to the story, or draw it out, just add nothing to it. There's like so many plot lines, characters, and scenes that should have been cut out. Then the entire love triangle completely pointless. The stuff with Gandalf completely pointless. Like this whole thing, like it's a simple and the battle scene this movie builds up is very underwhelming. It's nowhere near as epic or as well shot as Lord of the Rings. It's very clunky, cluttered. The choreography is not as good as you can. It's hard to make stuff out. It's like, considering it's not that it's cartoony, it's just not very well shot. I mean, when you look at the battles in Return of the King or Two Towers, and then you compare it to this, it's like no contest. Lord of the Rings is like the way more epic battles. None of the characters really have any personality, so you don't really feel for any of them, and there are like one or two deaths, but I didn't care because the film never developed them enough. Bilbo thankfully pops up a bit more in this movie than they did in the last one, and when he ever shows up, it's like, oh yeah, this is Bilbo's story, and you completely forget because they barely focus on him. It's so all over the map, focusing on everything else. And yes, I have read the book, so this is coming from the point of view of someone who has read the book. So, and when the film focused on him, it was pretty enjoyable. And Martin Freeman is amazing as Bilbo. The problem is he doesn't get to do much. He's not in the film much, and I wish he was there. All the actors were good. It's just they weren't given much to do. Film looks nice, but CGI is still used excessively, especially the orcs, as to why they aren't done the way they were in Lord of the Rings is beyond me. It's all empty. I won't ruin the film for those who haven't seen it, but the first 10 minutes or so of the second Hobbit movie the first 10 minutes or so of this Hobbit movie should have been the ending. Like, everything from when the film starts up to the end, to when the title comes up. You know, they do one of the things where the title doesn't come up for a few minutes into the film. That entire segment should have been the end of the second movie. I mean, like, for the big cliffhanger we got at the end of the second movie, it didn't warrant just having it get resolved so quick early on in the third movie. If you're gonna end like that, you better make it a big deal next movie. But no, it's like it just quickly gets wrapped up, and it makes the threat in the second film just feel really underwhelming, just how quickly it's resolved. And again, it would have worked better at the end of the second movie, because there's a big conflict and a big threat, and also that conflict seems much more tied to that movie, but I get it. They wanted to sell the third movie and stuff, but still. So yeah, I didn't like Hobbit. I mean, I'd only recommend seeing this if you're a die-hard Lord of the Rings fan. And yeah, die-hard Lord of the Rings fan. I'm trying to think what else to say. Yeah. But you've probably already seen it. I mean, the film's been out for a while. So I'm going to have a link to my written review of the film in the description below, so check that out if you want more in-depth. I mean, it's more or less what I said here, just a bit more in-depth. And that's all I have to say, so please comment below if you have anything else to add. like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and this is JStar360 signing out. Until next time, take care.